What up, junkies? Welcome back to Culture Junkies Live. You see, it's a three-man crew today. I'm Kenshiro. This is GQ, and this is Simon Says. Mega Sean is off today, and so is the great Atakuji. But today we're going to get to our Gamescom recap and kind of go over some of the trailers that we saw that we thought were pretty awesome. And Simon Says has a pretty fun topic for you guys to all go over as well. So we might as well just kind of hit the ground running. So Gamescom, just real brief. Over the whole course of the week, a lot of games were shown. Outside of the trailers that we saw, did anything really catch your eye or get you kind of hyped?
This one game that I saw, Cinder City. It kind of it was like I saw the first the shell of it. Like, it was like when they were in production, but it was called like Project L or one. So it wasn't really like had a name for it, but it was all this like the game was like combination of like shooter, little stealth in it, and like post apocalypse. They had like zombies in it too. There was like one point where in the I would say I guess like alpha or like test of it when they were showing it off like gameplay. The guy was like walking across like a subway and like sneaking past like a horde of these like hated zombies or whatnot. And then another part, it was like he was hijacked in actually a giant mech suit and all that. So
Gotcha.
that was pretty dope. So I'm looking forward to that one because that looks pretty sweet. I was going to see a little bit more of it because they showed like I think like every like show had like a 12-minute or a 15-minute like gameplay. So I saw that and I was like, oh, that looks sweet. So I'm like, yeah, I want to see more of that. So.
Is there anything that stuck out to you?
Well, we're gonna say what's up to Pure F and Evil and Darian Daitakuji checking in. As far as how anything from Gamescom, where was the Wolverine gameplay and footage and all
Look,
that?
man, it's been a while since that leak happened, right?
I was actually saying the same thing too. I was waiting for that myself.
Okay, so realistically, do y'all really think? Do you think Insomniac is going to really be able to do this with Wolverine? Because, like, okay, is this going to be an open world Wolverine game? And is Wolverine even a character that should be open world? Why? Okay, but how?
Okay, first off, you have an X-Man, practically unkillable unless you drown him or put him in adamantium and block.
Or fly him into space.
Yeah, or suffocate him, basically.
Yeah.
More or less unkillable machine. Like, let's just go back to Wolverine. It was X-Men Origins Wolverine, whatever that game was called, Unleashed or Uncaged or whatever.
You mean the movie? Movie tie-in?
It was just Origins.
It was X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, that was sweet though. I was actually, I'm sorry to take your thunder, but I thought the game was gonna suck. But then I was like, oh, this game is pretty good.
All they gotta do is
damage and all that. Oh,
give me that. But now you give me an open world. And Wolverine is a great character anyway. I can kill whoever I want.
No, that's true. That's true. But here's the only reason I would say, could Wolverine work as an open world? Because the big thing about open world is the traversal. How's he going to traverse?
Yeah,
it's like he's small.
He rides motorcycles.
Yeah, he can just like carjack, punch someone in the face and steal their bike.
Hey, whatever.
I mean, he can carjacking people like it's GTA. What the fuck?
I mean, he can. It's like, who gonna shoot him? Who gonna stop him? I mean,
like, get out, bub.
Exactly. I think again, you can do open world with anybody.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, look at Red Dead Redemption. There's no cars, it's horses.
Yeah, but you're a cowboy and you're a gunslinger.
Okay, Wolverine has been all of that.
Yeah, he has a point.
I don't know. Okay, I just see it as, would Wolverine work better as mission based? Level based.
You can still do that.
Just saying.
You can still do it. It just like he has a motorcycle. He can ride his motorcycle
or take somebody's car or whatever it is.
I have to admit, the Wolverine jacking cars aspect is very tantalizing. Literally just opening the car doors like, get out of here, bub. Be like, throwing him aside. That would be crazy.
He would just he could just pop his claws and just like rip the door hinge off. You know? He can do this.
Okay.
There's a lot that you can do with it, and again, it's one of those situations where all of the hardware has caught up to everybody's imagination for the most part.
Yeah.
And it's like, just do it. Like, don't give us leaks. Don't give us, little cinematic trailers. Finish the game, put it out. I'll buy it day one.
So this leads me to ask both of you then, because Wolverine wasn't shown. I was also disappointed that we didn't see more of The Witcher 4. Was there any game that you saw that you thought should have been there that wasn't there?
For me, it was just Wolverine. What's up,
Wolverine?
What's up, DeMarcus A64 checking in, and Mr. Waffles? Absolutely. We'll be talking about the He-Man game later, possibly.
Yeah, I'm thinking Wolverine too.
Wolverine as
well.
well.
Yeah, because like we haven't heard. I mean, since the leaks or anything like that, it's like been just like dead silent. It's like nothing.
Insomniac is like literally like closed ranks since that leak happened.
They should have been closed ranks before that happened.
What? True.
Yeah.
Was that footage that they showed where like there was some leaked footage? It almost looked like it was a skinned game on PC. They showed somebody like it was like Wolverine like traversing the open road and he was like jumping off buildings and trying to like stab.
Yeah, that was like
Spider-Man looking thing.
Yeah. Was that real?
It was a mod.
It was a mod.
It was a mod.
Okay.
It doesn't fit his style. Some of it, but definitely like a Spider-Man game or something that they just.
And Pure F and Evil says, just want to say y'all intro with Doom was dope. He thinks the Fandarin is Doom.
Yeah, that's fine. Fandarin is
cool.
an interesting character for sure.
Okay.
Deathstalker trailer. Down
Deathstalker
for this movie.
trailer.
Okay.
I'm down for this movie. I've seen the other 3, 4. So what does he mean by that?
Or 3 or 4 games, maybe.
3 or 4. Was it not Doom? Pure F and Evil says. No, it was not.
Not Doom.
It was not Doom.
Definitely a different
that was
person.
the Fandarin. That was the Fandarin. Anyway, so getting back to more. So I want to ask movies. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to ask all of you guys out there, what was kind of the cool stuff that you saw, or should we go to the trailers? You want to go to the trailers?
Well, let's hit one trailer.
All right. Let's hit one trailer. So the first trailer we're gonna hit is actually, hey, what's up to other Steve? The first trailer we're gonna hit is called Densha Attack, and it was a game that Dido actually brought to our attention and showed me on Tuesday. Was it Sunday? It was Sunday. He showed
Might have been Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, it might have been Sunday. But yeah, let's check out this trailer. See what you guys think. So first glass, cell shaded.
It's been a while since I seen you cell shaded myself.
Yeah. So the whole premise of this is supposed to be, I guess, jet grind radio in a way, but you're playing as a train.
Yeah.
I'm not really seeing jet grind. I'm seeing more SSX tricky.
Okay.
It's definitely
This
different.
looks crazy though. I mean, this looks absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
There's a giant choo-choo train spider.
So now this is Japanese. This is from a Japanese developer. I'm not exactly sure what the name is. Yeah. Oh wow! Wait a minute. Oh, I was about to say. I was like, are you playing as the mech? That would be crazy. But you're fighting the mech as a boss. Yeah. Okay, this is wild.
Definitely more creative than
very
what
creative.
You normally see with a lot of the.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that looks crazy. So, Pure F and Evil says this look nuts. Marcus A64 says he's getting crazy taxi vibes. I don't know about the crazy taxi vibes because you're not exactly picking up anybody.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm not seeing that. What'd you guys think of it?
It looks interesting.
Would you buy it?
It wouldn't be out at first day. That would be something that, again, I don't know if it's going to get a physical release or not. Realistically, that's something that may or may not end up on like PlayStation or one of the other ones for free as kind of like one of the monthly free games.
True.
I'd get it that way, or if it was deeply discounted. It does look fun though.
It does.
I'll give it that for sure, but without seeing more of like, okay, we saw some of the gameplay, but like beyond that. Okay. And
this kind of really does fit right up Dido's alley. It's really quirky. It's kind of very what's the word I'm looking for? Creative, as far as like, especially with the cell shading and kind of like the manga almost like effects with it. So I can see why he would really gravitate towards this game. I mean, it definitely ain't Binding of Isaac. So
yeah,
who knows how much time he's really gonna actually spend playing it.
Exactly. But no, I think that was the first thing I said, is like, this is like right up Dio's alley. The game does, like I said, I think it looks like Jet Grind Radio to me. I mean, it do look like X, but no, I think yeah, it's like one of those innovative games. Of course, like I said, I haven't seen Shill say the game in so long, but if I would not get it like first day. I mean, I feel like you said, it may not be physical, it may just be like digital or something like that.
Only game,
yeah, or digital only. Now, now the cost would be kind of interesting. I guess maybe like $60.
Oh, no.
For that? No way.
I'm just saying.
They would probably potentially try.
They'll try.
Yeah, but I mean, now I just was in the store earlier today before I came here to the studio. That new Gears of War dropped today.
Yes, it did.
Not new, but obviously the remastered.
Remastered.
That's only $40.
Yeah,
which is for me is reasonable. I thought
they
were
the sweet spot.
Yeah, I thought they were going to go full bore, like try to go $69.99 again.
Exactly. Like when I saw that price when the beta, I pre-ordered it right then and there. Because I was like, okay, $40. Okay, yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
That's a 20-year-old game,
right?
Exactly.
And
totally looking forward to that.
What's up to Fab Nerd Life? Appreciate the bits.
Fab Nerd Life.
Yep. Also, Preem had said that Lopez
yeah,
was the composer of Sonic Mania, composes some of the songs for the soundtrack for the train game. So that looks pretty interesting.
Okay.
What's up to Fab Nerd Life, also known as Meow Yen. Appreciate you checking in.
King
Takeem. That'll say quit your hating.
Well, hey man, tell me where I'm lying though. Tell me where I'm lying that you wouldn't be playing Binding of Isaac over this game like more often than not.
He's probably playing it right now.
I mean, it is his. You're probably right. He is probably playing it right now. Yeah, I mean, he's watching us, but he's also playing Binding of Isaac.
Oh yeah, he's got it on the second screen or something.
See, that's the problem with having that Switch, and you always got your game with you at the same time. You can't put it down. You always want to play it, right? Anyway, I digress. Should we play another trailer? Go to the next one, or should we get? Because actually, I did have a separate topic that was related to this, but I think it could wait till after the trailers though.
Okay.
He's like kind of wish I was playing it now though. Look, see what I mean? See what I mean with this man?
Stop
see what
lying.
I mean?
All right, so we'll move to this next trailer here.
All right, cool.
Playing it now. Hold on, it jumped back. Next one, apologize.
No, that's not the next one. I think you went to the wrong. All right, so what trailer is this?
This is called Road Kings, actually. One that I pulled out because I thought it was funny.
Road Kings. Explain the premise to me, because this trailer I totally did not. I did not see this one.
Yeah, this is what you're seeing is what the game is. This is something that's been around forever.
Truck driving simulator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they had big. What was it Big 18 or what?
Yeah.
Microsoft
has like their own those simulator games.
Yeah.
They have this truck simulator.
Yeah. So realistically, the only reason I even picked this one is because I actually was a truck driver for a couple of years. I just thought it was funny that they're still going. They're bringing it to all the consoles and everything, and it's just like, okay, the life is that for real. But I wonder if they're gonna have truck stops, lot lizards, and all the other other realities of the trucking world. Because again, and I get it, it's a game, like you said, it's a simulator. There's only so far you can go, but again, this caught my eye only because, like I said, you have these really powerful systems that can give us photorealistic looking stuff like this. So it's like, okay, kind of cool to see. Again, not something I'm going to spend $70 on or anything like that. Would I try it if a demo came? If they put a demo out, yeah, try it. Okay, cool. Why not?
So driving through natural disasters and shit like that.
Well, they're turning it into almost like the post office through hail, sleet, and snow. It's like, nah, realistically, most trucking dispatchers want you to save the load in your truck and your life versus going through a snowstorm, going through tornadoes and all that. They're like, look, park the truck, stay safe. That's reality. But again, it's a game, so you can kind of do whatever.
King to King, tactical truck driver simulator action.
Basically.
Waffle says, they make Mud Runner and Snow Runner. It's like a sim off-road of games. So I know they have fire fireman simulators or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
They also have freaking lawnmower rider simulators. Like, okay, like
There's a game called Goat Simulator.
Yeah, Goat Simulator.
True.
Yeah,
for a sim, you can make a simulation out of anything. True enough.
Absolutely.
I just and obviously something like this, especially Road Kings, if you build the whole like setup, the big setup with the got the driving, you got the big screen and stuff like that. You simulate actually being there. The title says Power Washer Simulator.
It's true.
Like
there is
Power Washer Simulator.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Appreciate the 1,000 bits. Wow.
Appreciate you, Fab Nerd Life. Appreciate
super
you.
generous. We appreciate it.
Yeah, like okay. So as a simulator, I think you would rock that. So when you were a driver for a couple of years, like what was the longest job that you took? Would you say?
In one night, wasn't legal. Now that we're way past the statute of limitations, I drove from Michigan to Mississippi straight through. Me and another driver that was from the same company. We basically was talking back and forth over the radio the whole way down. Stopped stopped together and all that other sort of thing.
Yeah.
But legally, I was not supposed to do that. You were not supposed to drive more than technically 11 hours. At any given point,
And that's for safety reasons.
yeah.
Right?
Oh no, absolutely. I'm very sure there was plenty of other people that were doing the same thing I was doing, driving way past what you're supposed to. In the days of modern days, rather, truck drivers have what are called digital logbooks, or essentially it's almost like GPS.
Yeah.
You can't cheat it, basically.
Right.
When I was driving during the time that I was doing, you had paper logs. You had to
So
write
you
down.
cheated.
Yes, I was, fudged it a little bit.
Actually, that brings up something because that reminds me of the toll road. Because it's like if you say from the time that you get your ticket. If you get to the next exit and you get off too soon, they're going to know that you sped.
Absolutely.
And they'll bust you for
Absolutely.
it.
And that's the other thing that you have to really, again, even with paper logs, realistically, if I would have got stopped by anybody for any reason, they would have just been like, where's your logbook? And they would be like, you're way past the amount of mileage that you should be able to get.
And what would happen to you?
You get tickets and fines and all the usual stuff. But it's just, again, it's proves that Smoking in the Bed Open World.
See, that would be cool, though.
Hey,
that would be cool. A Smoking in the Back of the Open World RPG, that would be cool.
Yeah, that what is it? The Trans Am? Shit.
Yeah.
All day.
No, it was Firebird, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Trans Am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same body, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's called a Firebird, but it's a Trans Am.
Yeah, Trans Am. Yeah. No, absolutely.
My dad had one.
Now, see, she's spoiling us now.
Yeah, exactly.
I think she's trying to start a pledge train or a
hype
Oh,
train?
yeah.
Hype train?
That'd be cool. A hype train over on Twitch. That'd be fun.
Appreciate
We haven't
it.
had one of those in a while. But yeah, no. So Road Kings, that's interesting. I hadn't heard of it. I don't know if that's something I would buy. Just
Again, me either. Like I played that big 18-wheeler game one time in the arcade, and it's not like it's like a passion or anything.
Right.
It's just one of those. Okay, let's see where they go with it, because obviously back then it was just drive and you're in a truck and it's hard to turn and all this and all that. I would like to see how far they really go. If you got to secure the load or whatever, because they showed him driving multiple types of trailers, or he had same cab obviously,
right,
but he was hooking up to different types of trailers. So obviously flatbed is like all about load securement, and when you're hauling big heavy stuff that can shift and all that, you got to secure it. So I wonder if they're going to make mini games out of that. It's just there's a lot that could be done with that, is what I'm kind of getting at.
Okay. All right. Let's see another trailer. Let's see what else we got.
Let's see if it cooperates with us this time on this third trailer. That'll be nice. Oh. Keeps going back to that one. It loves that one.
Must be something with that button.
See, I'm going back to that one.
All right.
On a mysterious night.
That's definitely not it.
Yeah, keep showing.
That's so weird.
Huh.
Maybe we'll get to it at one point. That is strange. I know I've seen it.
It's just cycling through. There's
weird.
There's
I know I've
one
seen
more
it.
on there.
Yeah, there's one more on there. Maybe I'll have to go over there and,
Yeah, you
and
might have to
manually play
manually
it.
trigger it.
But I wanted to when I go and do that, I wanted to ask you guys. So I noticed that there is a lack of. We're not playing the Resident Evil trailer. We're not playing the Call of Duty trailer. We're not playing Onimusha. Was it something about those AAA titles that made you not want to highlight those?
Joe, if you have any thoughts on it, I definitely have some thoughts on it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. It's like it's hard to say. There's a AAA. It hasn't really like been hitting.
Mm-hmm.
We all know this
Mm-hmm.
because for I want to say a good maybe 10 years now. Some AAA games haven't been like reaching. They've been reaching but it's like the certain franchises have been trying to like bring back the nostalgia of their games to the point where, I mean, we all seen it. Resident Evil 2, they did the remake for that to like bring it back to where it was.
Yeah.
In order for was it not this one, but the Resident Evil 7 8 that came out, The Village.
Mm-hmm.
And that one, I don't know if any of y'all played it.
I didn't. No.
I have it. It's just one of those that's
I just-
sitting there waiting.
It's just like from what I've seen some people playing it. It's like that one kind of like didn't fall where it should have. Whereas like Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, those games actually were like the best selling. Hell, Final Fantasy 7 when they redid that sold numbers. And then when you went to like the was it Final Fantasy 14? Was it 14 or
Which one?
one with
Noctis?
not Noctis, but before the newer one.
Oh, 16.
16.
Yeah.
That one came out. That was like
Kind of meh.
it
Really
it
well
was
received.
mad. I'll be honest with you, it's mad. I was like
Uh-huh.
looking at it, it was like I saw the graphics and everything. It's like it just didn't hit. But then like every now and then you had to like look, right now coming up Metal Gear Delta.
Mhm.
That's coming out.
Yeah.
A lot of people are
tomorrow.
Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that's gonna do some numbers. Everybody's gonna like purchase. I'm already seeing some people actually getting it early
And playing
and
it.
playing it now. So, where I'm at, where I feel it's like AAA games, like newer AAA games that are coming out,
Mhm.
they're not really like selling numbers like how they used to. Now, if you go back and do like traditional, like bring it back to where it is, like remakes or anything like that, or like update the remakes, they're doing more numbers. They're selling games. They're being predominant. Whereas like any new IP is like,
Mhm.
if you get it, if it's a big hit, then yeah, but you're losing money. Because hell, Sony lost big time with that one game that they just like came.
Was it Concord or
Concord.
something? Yeah.
Mhm.
It was what 200 million, I believe the game
Yeah.
was.
So why do you think this is? Why do you think the AAA games are not hitting anymore, GQ? Like they used to?
I think what you're running into is a lot of companies are scared to take chances. And I get why. Games cost way more than they used to, as far as marketing, voice acting, because every game is voice acted now for the most part.
True.
All AAA games, if you come out with a AAA title that is
Mhm.
not Zelda, where the main character doesn't say something
Mhm.
or talk or speak, or all the supporting characters speak or
Right.
do whatever, it's like people are like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this?
Mhm.
Like that. Imagine
You're
if
supposed to read.
yeah,
motherfucker.
right. Imagine if you came out with a Yakuza game, for example.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I know Dado plays that a lot, and
Mhm.
I've watched him play it. Come out with a modern version of that game, which there are some,
Right.
and you have all these characters, and they're not speaking.
You have text windows.
Yeah, you got you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like imagine it's like just knowing what games are capable of and what all these systems are capable of, and you sit there and that's what you deliver. People are gonna be like, oh no, that's a budget game. That's a budget title. Because that's the expectation now. It's like you got your Final Fantasies that are basically movies that you play and have fights in between, just like Metal Gear has become that. But what you run into is a lot of the indie titles where it's cheaper to make it. People aren't expecting as much, but it's right back down to the core of it's fun to play. And that's what games need to be, straight fun to play. King Takeme brought it up earlier. He said that nostalgia is one of the greatest money-making tools.
Yeah.
If you look at the two games that we just talked about on the show tonight, Gears of War, 20 years old.
Yeah.
And a great game. Absolutely great. We've all had fun playing that game back in the day. I'm going to end up picking this new one up. Metal Gear. Metal Gear's been around for a while. I mean, Metal Gear Solid was obviously the jumping off point for all of the great stuff that Kojima has done with that game. And it's like, now, yes, I've heard some bad stuff about Delta frame rate issues and all that. The game itself is still fun.
Yeah.
Period. And Delta does look good. So I've already, got mine pre-ordered and going to be picking it up. One of the reasons I did not personally pick a lot of the newer trailers, too damn long. Okay. Resident Evil trailers are long. Yeah. All of the other, they're just long. Or it's a bunch of Souls-like games.
What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say some of those trailers were like you said, like long because they were mostly like gameplay
and cinematic,
cinematic gameplay. Yeah. And then, like I said, I saw the Onimusha one. That was like 12 minutes. That was just a regular gameplay. What was the other one? Resident Evil. That was 10, 15 minutes of game. It was just the cinematics. It was just nothing. It wasn't like gameplay. It was just cinematics of the game. Onimusha was gameplay. They were showing like how the mechanics and everything like that.
Now, I will say this. I'm sorry not to cut you off. With Resident Evil, with regard to Resident Evil, what I saw with the transition between cinematic to actual take control gameplay, that was actually kind of cool. The way they did that, because the immersion was something that we hadn't seen before. There used to be this clear delineation between what was a cinematic and what was gameplay, and that seemed to have disappeared with the way that they did this. Because there was no like, oh, we're gonna take the bars away and make it seem like you're not in a cinematic anymore. You're actually taking control. No, it's like literally you're right there. Like,
I also have another theory too. Also, is like. Like you said, they don't want to take risks. They do take risks, stupid ones, because let's not forget the Suicide Squad game where they wanted to try and do microtransactions
and live service.
Live service. Yeah. It's like AAA games don't live service games. AAA games don't mix. I don't know why they think that's what.
Fortnite would say otherwise.
Oh, okay. Fortnite's the outlier.
Fortnite's a monster. Fortnite's
an outlier. Okay.
Again, but why do you think all these other companies are trying to copy that and trying to find that route?
Because it makes easy money. So here's what I'll say about this whole AAA thing and why, for me personally, they don't really hit like they used to be. Right. I saw Waffles bring it up, like a lot of the games are launching and they're buggy as hell because they're trying to rush them out and they're putting too much in them and they're not putting any quality control. They're not easy to pick up and put down. They're not just straight up just fun to play. And there's inherent belief that there's like a massive time sink to a lot of these AAA games, whereas I think if you're not a younger gamer, if you're a younger gamer, you're playing Fortnite, you can pick it up and put it down whenever. Yeah. But if you're an older gamer and you're looking for something that's got a little more bite to it, a little more immersion, you also got a full-time job. You ain't really got time to sink into a game like that especially if you ain't got no kids. If you got kids and you got a wife and your wife ain't a gamer, then forget it. It's just not gonna happen. So like there could be some of that into it as well.
I think that's part of the reason, outside of his description of it as a desert island game. I think that's part of the reason Dido does play Isaac as much as he does, because of the fact that it's quick pickup, play, do a run, and it was never the same run twice. That's one definite appeal to a game. Think of all the games we have now where, like, okay, for example, Street Fighter. When I got Street Fighter 6. I did not get to play Street Fighter 6 until about an hour after I got Street Fighter 6 put into the system, because you got all the downloads you got to do, all the day one patches, all of the load this. It's like you don't really get to play your game until at least an hour or so after it's launched and supposedly ready to go.
Hell, like when you get the game, it's like you're just waiting for the fucking day one patch for the game that you just bought. It's already like. First day of the game you get is already buggy. It's like, oh shit. Then it's like, you go online. It's like, oh yeah, this is day one patch coming out. It's like, why the fuck are we paying $70? It's like basically it's a half a game, like you said.
A half a game, 100%. So I'm gonna ask you two gentlemen this other one as a follow up, and then I'm gonna go and turn on that trailer.
Yep.
Do you feel? Oh man, it was right there on the tip of my tongue. Do you feel that the AAA games are losing their punch because there's no real innovation anymore. Like we've seen variations of almost every game that's been done out there, and there's nothing really truly original anymore because of the way they're doing the whole realism and all that kind of stuff. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, well, a lot. Yeah, that too, but also, I think it is. I'm gonna just say it out loud. It's like the games are getting more expensive now because of the AAA games. It's like not just not originality, but the problem is like Team King said, it's like a damn near $100 game that comes out. Hell, I'm hearing, and I don't know if this. I mean, this has like been people making fun of it, but by the time fucking GTA 6 comes out, it's gonna be like $250 because like everybody's no, everybody's saying like the game looks nice, it's like looks beautiful, but each time they delay it or say, oh yeah, it's coming out I'm hearing 2027.
Adding more and more to it. Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's like the game. One rumor saying it's gonna be $100. Now it's like everybody's like making fun of it. It's like, man, by the time the game come out, it's gonna be like you gotta put down a whole grand for this bug.
Are the DLCs free in GTA? Were they in GTA 5? Were they free?
Depends on which DLC you're talking about. And all
but the answer is no. Then essentially,
no, because I think the online mode was a free upgrade, or whatever. But online has a lot of microtransactions.
Yeah, you got to pay for
microtransactions, cars that you can buy, just a lot of stuff. And again, I get it. I mean, let's just be real. That game came out on the PS3 and Xbox 360. That game is old, but for it to have gone through all the different generations shows that that's why people are waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6 and are willing to pay $100 or whatever on day one, because it's like, it's Grand Theft Auto. That's one of those AAA titles that, to me, since Part 3, has been worth every single iteration of that game.
Okay, prior Suicide Squad should have never been a game, period. I'm sorry.
It could have. The idea of it is doable. It's just, I think you run into the issue of they tried to milk the microtransaction business model, and it just didn't work for that game. Like that's just been a straight up squad game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say this, but had they not look, I mean, did they not see what Marvel, the Avengers game?
Avengers?
I mean, did they not look? Did they not see how that game was going? I'm sorry.
The Avengers had massive potential.
It did.
Because everybody was their own person and you were working cooperatively, right? Yes, it was level based. Yes, it was mission based. Yes, it got really repetitive, but it was very fun. Suicide Squad. The problem with Suicide Squad, in my view, even though I've never really played the game, was that you had characters that don't use guns all using guns. Like everybody was using a gun.
Yeah,
everybody was using like this rappel, tactic thing, like and just flying around the stage. It was just it was just bad. It was just bad all around.
Yeah,
just bad all around. Anyway, I'm gonna go and put on that trailer real quick, and then I'll come right on back.
All right,
you guys carry it.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, the Collector's Edition, but I'm still getting the game. Marcus Pryor is talking about the Borderlands Collector's Edition, which I have, funny enough, I think I have at least two of the, there's the fourth one is coming. I think I have 2 out of the 3 that are released, because I always get that game cheap. I still have never actually played the game. I always just pick it up because it's cheap.
No, they do. It's like you can always wait for that game, because like by the time you get the game, they'll probably already have all the DLCs, and they'll have like the one, like you said, the collector's edition of the game. You can just like play it and download all the updates.
Yeah,
instead of just let's get the game and like I gotta pay more money for DLC. I gotta pay more money for this gun. God damn it! No, it's like just do it. I do it that way.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see. Once Kenshiro triggers this next trailer, we will obviously start talking about that. But should be able to trigger it now. I'll wait till you get back, and that way you can see as well. I don't know. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 6, whatever they announced the Collector's Edition, I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering that. I don't care the cost, honestly. For the last, I want to say since Grand Theft Auto 4, I've had Collector's Editions of every single one. So this 6 will be no exception. That will definitely be something that's going to get got. So let's see what we got here. Whittled it down to no other choices.
That's right. That's exactly what I did. You gonna play this trailer, damn it. Yeah. And this is the one. When Waffles put this in the group chat, I was like, what is this? Like, I was like, wait a minute. What? I need this game like tomorrow. I need this game right now.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a fun one. I don't know about the controllers.
Yeah, I don't know about the controllers either.
Was it those we bought video games?
The knockoff no trollers.
Yo, man, I like.
Ooh, now that,
And it's
that
coming
has me
from
worried.
Limited Run.
That has me worried a
Yeah.
little bit.
Why?
Only in the sense that Limited Run. Nothing against them. I mean, I like the idea of forever physical, physical games and all that. Their delivery time is long. I have had History of Karateka pre-ordered.
Yes, you have
for a
talked
while.
about that. Mm-hmm.
And I think it's supposed to come out in September, which of course is right around the corner. But it's like the digital, of course, has been out for months, and it's like Karateka for me has always just been one of those fun games. Period. Like Karateka is. It's not a fighting games to speak, but man, playing it on the Apple IIe was life. That was such a fun game to play. And then obviously I got it on the Commodore later in life, and then I think they came out with a 3D Karateka on the PS4 or 3.
He had got what was it, Mighty Number 9? And
Oh yes,
they didn't.
I remember that now.
They gave him the what's the day? They just gave him the digital. They gave him his physical copy.
Mm-hmm.
He was pissed. I was like, bro, you better hit him up, man.
All right, so first of all, let's talk about this He-Man game,
Of course,
just in general, right? So a side-scrolling 2D He-Man game. We have been dreaming of this for the longest time. Finally get one. It looks like it's going to be everything that we've ever hoped. Is there fear that it's going to end up being like Rita's Revenge, that Power Rangers game that ended up not being very good?
You mean also the G.I. Joe one wasn't good either.
Oh yeah,
that G.I. Joe game.
I forgot about that. Did you ever get that? Did you ever get it and play it?
Oh,
I didn't.
No.
Oh,
I saw.
It was the Wrath of Cobra, right?
Yeah,
wasn't that it?
like that,
Yeah. We were so excited about that when it first got announced.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I got nothing right now, man.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, I can't really say what went wrong with it because I didn't play it. But I don't know if they let you play as Cobra and Joe's or whatever. That's what it seems like with this He-Man, because they noticed that it looked like Evil Lyn might have been playable.
Yeah,
so it's like if they let you play both sides, cool. The Turtles game just worked because the Turtles beat-em-ups have always been
good.
Like
yes.
it's always been solid.
Yeah.
It's always been fun. And then adding in, was it Casey, April, and I think later on Usagi Yojimbo. It's like that was smart. Like and it's like Turtles works. It's just a formula that's always worked. That was saying with greatness comes patience.
Yes.
And he's never hanging on pins and needles. For me, it's not so much hanging on pins and needles with these releases. It's just, I want something new to play. In a lot of these cases,
He does say Waffle says the people developing the game are legit. Well, that makes me feel better, because like you said, with the G.I. Joe game, you would think that the Wrath of Cobra, you saw Duke, you saw Snake Eyes, you saw Scarlet, Roadblock. You would think that they would add. They had any number of Joes to add as like DLC, or you could buy them.
Yeah.
SARS. They could have put the SARS on that bitch.
Yeah,
maybe
Shipwreck. You get Quick Kick. You can get Gung Ho. Anybody that you wanted to get right would have been dope as hell. Yeah. They would definitely got me to play it. And like, especially if it was like Turtles, where it was like, how many levels did Turtles have? It was like 40 different levels.
It felt close to it. They had quite a few.
Right.
But, again, for me, I get the allure of, at least with Turtles, it's like, okay, Turtles are the main characters, and obviously got supporting characters. With G.I. Joe, there's two factions, two sides with equally cool characters.
Yes.
It's like, let me play both sides.
Right.
Let me play as Joe through a run through. Let me play as Cobra through a run through, and go against the Joes or against Cobra.
Yeah, that would have been very interesting had they done that.
Yeah.
Because like you were literally playing two sides of the story.
Yep.
Right? On one side, you're the Joes, and you're going to defeat Cobra. And you flip it around, and you're the Cobra going to defeat the Joes.
Yeah.
It would suck that if you decide to play the twins, you can't take damage whatsoever.
But that would have been a
mechanic.
Right. That would have been a
fun
fun mechanic.
gameplay
Like
mechanic.
you literally have both of them, so you get double the attacks, but you feel double the damage.
Yeah.
There's so many different things you could do with it. And it's just like, And again, I haven't played the Power Rangers because I've never been a fan of Power Rangers. But I heard that one just wasn't innovative. It just was just more of the same. And it's like
beat him up.
Yeah. So He-Man, obviously, it's got a lot of potential for sure because there's so much with He-Man. It's sword, sorcery, excuse me, and all of that stuff.
Magic,
yeah. Well, sorcery is magic.
Oh, it's up.
And then
My bad.
And then like you have I don't know what they're going to do for voices, if they're even going to bother with voices, pull voice clips or whatever. But it'll be fun to see it. But I know you had a topic related to this. So I'm
you did, and actually there's a comment that hits right at it. Marcus A64 says, guess Thundercats is the only 80s cartoon left to get a game. That leads into your topic perfectly. So what were we going to say?
Okay, so chat. So I was discussing this with the fellas, and I want you guys to chime in on this. What 80s/90s cartoon would you want to see as a video game? Beat 'em up, or just any type of 80s game. Silverhawks, it's already flowing.
Thundercats would be great.
Thundercats
would be great. Silverhawks would be dope. 100%. So by extension, you could say Tiger Sharks maybe might be worth it.
You could go both.
Oh wow, Fabner, like what? Really? Dexter's Lab? Well, actually no. Dexter's Lab could work.
Dexter's Lab has potential.
Yeah, Dexter's Lab could work.
Oh, Bionic 6.
Wow, Bionic 6.
I think they made. I could have sworn they made one.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they did.
I mean, you've got Inhumanoids. There's all sorts of different
80s cartoon.
Was it Inhumans or Inhumanoids?
Inhumanoids.
Yeah, Inhumanoids. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of potential there. Obviously, Thundercats was mentioned.
Oh, that Thundercats would be so
cool. Thundercats for me would be very, very much like Turtles. Like you only need to play one side.
Yes, Brave Star.
Yeah.
Oh, Brave Star would be the shit.
Brave Star would be cool.
Brave Star in the vein of a not Blazing Saddles, Sunset Riders.
Yes.
A little bit of Sunset Riders thrown in there, or at least a couple of stages like that.
So I know it's based on the anime. The anime is called Bismarck, but Saber Rider and Star Sheriffs maybe.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Galaxy Rangers.
Yes. What am I saying? Yes.
Galaxy Rangers.
The Galaxy Rangers. Yes.
That could be solid.
That would be dope. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Who made it?
RPG Archie. What?
The Cowboys who makes it was actual game.
That is yes.
They made a game of that.
That's an arcade game. So yeah. They actually do that. The other Steve said it. What you said before.
Okay. Now
a mass game.
Other Steve, how do you do that though? Is my question.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm not disputing the fact that it could be fun, but one of the main draws of Mask was the vehicles.
Yes.
Not so much the pilots.
Correct.
But
the Mask 2 are dope.
I don't know, the Mask absolutely, but that's what I'm kind of wondering how that would work as a beat 'em up. But it would be, if could work.
You could definitely do it because you're right. The masks themselves would be cool. I know your ass we want a cops game. But anyway, so but yeah, no, I think doing a side scroller with Matt Tracker and the rest of the Mask team, fighting against Venom would be interesting. And then you have to do a vehicle stage, but then how could you do that as a multiplayer with the vehicle stage?
They found a way.
Yeah, we found a way. No, another one I actually said would be Centurions too. That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Cops would be good, but I want to play both sides because both sides had amazing characters.
They did.
So yeah, I think again, for any of these franchises that had really good villains and really good heroes, you should be able to play both. If you get to something like Thundercats where you didn't have as many great villains, okay, I don't need to play their side. Just let me fight against them as boss characters or whatever. Yeah. But G.I. Joe, I want to play both. Transformers, I honestly really would love to see Transformers let you play Autobots and Decepticons.
Yo, man, Spiral Zone was dark as hell, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Spiral Zone. It was dark as hell.
That intro was dope, though.
Yeah. It was. Fab Nerve Light says, Inspector Gadget would be fired, and I will fight anyone who says different. I will say different. So you need to come on up here and fight me.
I think Inspector Gadget will work only, obviously, for the gadgets. That wouldn't be so much, in my opinion, a beat 'em up though. That would be more of a
RPG-ish.
RPG or even kind of an adventure, side-scrolling adventure type game where you have to use the gadgets as puzzle solving or traversal.
Defenders of the Earth.
Defenders of the Earth. With the King Syndicate characters, Mandrake, Flash Gordon, that could work. Thor, that could work. Yeah, no, that could work.
Yeah,
fighting against Ming and on Mongo and stuff. That no, that could work. The Phantom, no. Everything about that would.
Django Unchained.
You know what? Marcus A64. Y'all ain't gonna hold this over my head like you did before.
Well, watch the movie.
I will watch the movie.
Then they won't have nothing to hold.
Pirates of Dark Water did get a game.
Yeah, it came on Super Nintendo.
So wait,
it needs to have an ending though.
So that's what's great.
Yeah. They found what was it, the last couple of episodes.
Yeah.
On Cartoon Network, they put those out, and that was it.
Yeah.
So wait, no, I'm saying did the game actually finish the story, whereas the show did not.
Funny. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
That would be the funniest troll. Like you play the game, get to the end, and it does not have an
Exactly.
It just basically goes to like a blank screen. The
wow.
end question mark or
That'd
something.
be crazy.
And then obviously they let you play a real ending later or whatever.
Crazy.
Yeah,
What if they did an updated Captain Planet game? See, the problem with doing a Captain Planet game is Captain Planet is the only one that does the fighting. The Planeteers are too
shit.
young and they don't do shit. I mean, yes, they got the rings and stuff like that, but they don't really fight. Or there's no real minions that no.
It could be done. Only I'm not playing Heart though. Give me original.
What are you gonna do with Mati? Yes.
Yeah,
Give me original Captain Planet. It was just 4 of them. I don't. Heart was added later, and it's that's not an element.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
Right. Conan the Adventurer cartoon game. That would
would
work.
be cool.
I like that.
Skeleton Wars was a game. I think it was on.
Yep. And Fab Nerd Light has a great comment. Said, "Wait, is there another movie I need to travel to Michigan for Ken to watch?" Yes, there is.
Sounds like it.
There is. Yes, there is. It's called Django Unchained. I told him I'm not a Tarantino fan. You may or may not agree. I don't really care, but I just haven't been. But I've been tasked to watching Django before Mega Sean gets back, or he's probably going to try and put me in a headlock, or he's going to do something very bad with my workout routine at the gym.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. No, wait, wasn't there a Knights of the Round?
There is a Knights of the Round, but it was
for Capcom game.
Yeah, it was a beat 'em up too as well.
But yeah, the Knights of Justice was what it was called.
Yeah, Knights of Justice was
Knights of
was
Justice.
the cartoon,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Which solid cartoon actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
I loved the intro too. Intro was dope.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was. Trying to see.
80s cartoons.
What other 90s cartoon? Would there be room for a Turbo Teen game?
Sure. Why not?
Just for pure nostalgia.
Hell, just do Mr. T then. You at it. Shit.
Fantastic Teen.
Yeah, y'all.
Or you could do Rambo.
Yeah.
Rambo.
Mighty
Karate
Max
Kid.
was done, but they could do a redo. Gargoyles was dope. We played that. That shit was dope.
Yeah, Gargoyles is solid. Mighty Max, maybe.
Yeah.
Mighty Max would probably work.
Play as Virgil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be pretty good. All right, so it is 9:48. Is there anything else we wanted to get to? 'Cause we're not really in the comments yet. Is there anything from last week's show or any other show that we didn't get to finish that we wanted to kind of touch on?
Not for me. I mean, like I said, as far as Gamescom goes, and just bringing it back to the games overall, I'm just not excited anything AAA except for Grand Theft Auto 6. That's literally the only new title, AAA title, that is okay, I'm going to get that as soon as as soon as it's available. And that's a year from now, almost, or maybe 6 months or whatever it is. That's ridiculous. That have got all these different systems, and on the new front, the next 2 games I'm getting are old games. That's
remakes
ridiculous.
of old games.
Yeah, remakes of old games. So
yeah,
it's
that is
just
kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's I don't know. It's like I said, AAA games have lost their luster because, I'm sorry because y'all said the game that Mass Effect,
Mass Effect 4, technically 5 is coming.
Yep. Yeah, they just I can't wait. Hopefully the trailer is pretty dope or something interesting because the last game left a salty taste in my mouth.
She still played it though.
well, she's a massive.
She's a Mass Effect.
She's like
super
Mass
fan.
Effect. Period.
Oh no, I love that game. I'm playing it, just
Right.
taking my time with it right now. But no, as far as I said on AAA, it is kind of sad because man, I love Kojima, but Death Stranding 1 and 2, it's I can't really. I mean,
Delivery simulator.
yeah, it's basically what it is. It's like, and they try. I know part 2 tried to add more action and more, that. But I don't know. It's just something that I can't really get into.
I mean, doesn't he have a kid with him? Second one, the whole time.
Yeah. Well, he kind of had a kid with him the first time.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a baby on his back or whatever.
No, it was like a little. I guess the babies, from what the sludge.
Yeah, little pod. Yeah, because I have the collector's edition.
Yeah,
with
they
that
like warn
stupid
you
baby pod.
when the I guess it's called Death Stranding or the little sludge thing.
Yeah,
it warns them what is coming. But yeah, no, he has a kid. Yeah.
So I got to do delivery with a kid in tow.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't spell fun to me, like at all.
You're trying to like shoot shit with a gun and a baby.
So again, does this make you think that it's because there's no real innovation here? Like you could say with GTA at least it's the next iteration of a game that is 2 generations old with the latest technology that by the company that essentially made open world what it is today. There's a lot to be tantalized by there, right? We're talking about people go and play 2K because it's a basketball simulator. I damn sure know, because 2K games is what makes GTA. There's going to be some functionality of 2K in this, right? You can play tennis in this damn thing. 2K has, virtual tennis or whatever you want to say, right? So there's going to be some in there. You're going to have a, carjacking simulator. You're going to have driving. You're going to have flying in planes. You're going to be able to do so much stuff. Simulate going to the strip club and making it rain. Like what? Like this is gonna be everything under the sun you can do in GTA. So I get that with that, but everything else, if it's not a sandbox game,
it's gonna. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
It's gonna be kind of tough to like top what GTA is gonna do, because, like you said, you could do pretty much damn near everything in that game. You could, jack cars, you can fly planes, you can boats, everything. It's gonna be tough because, like, other than back in the day when everyone was craving the next superhero game, Batman did something that no one else did. It made an actual superhero video game playable. It made it to where it was like, okay, this is the benchmark. Can anyone top that?
Yep.
Right.
This is gonna be the same thing with GT. I mean, GTA. Can anyone top what Grand Theft Auto 6?
No. The answer is no.
No.
Right.
No one's not going to be able to top that.
Saints Row tried, and it never even really came close.
Well, Saints Row is different. Yeah, Saints Row 3 was probably one of the more fun games that I've played in a long time. Because Saints Row it's Grand Theft Auto's violence and absurdity turned to 11. It's just like, okay, we're getting real ridiculous with that. Because even at the beginning of Saints Row 4, I think you're the president, but you're still going on missions and doing stuff. So it's just like Saints Row has always been fun. But then I think, what was it, Saints Row 5 was the most recent one?
Yeah, that was
a huge letdown for a lot of people.
Yeah,
but Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be great. Fab Dirt in Life says the Switch is the only system that she doesn't have Mass Effect and GTA on, and she lives for sandbox games, doesn't always want to do a real-life sandbox game, which is why she plays Skyrim and Fallout.
So for her, there's no escapism. There's no, kind of fantasy aspect for her to latch onto with a sandbox game. GTA is like, well, shit, I could technically go out and do this, right outside my real door, except for I don't want to go to jail the rest of my life doing it, right? Well, so, and I get that.
Here's another thing that I also want to touch base on too. Yeah. Like I said, how GTA is like the benchmark. It's kind of like the same thing with some of those like Soul-like games.
Yeah,
it's like Elden Ring. That's the benchmark too. It's like you're gonna have all these games that are going to try to like top to like the Souls game to see which game is going to make it or top. And I'm pretty sure, damn sure, no one's going to top Elden Ring because that game is phenomenal. It's. I mean, how many times they won Game of the Year? Even if the damn goddamn, what was it? A DLC was in the nomination for best game of the year. I was like, how the fuck does that happen?
Right.
But yeah, it's. I don't know how Bethesda's gonna do because I'll be honest with you, they kind of like, I don't know. the was it Starfield?
Yeah.
I played it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. The concept is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I played it like for like a few days, and I just got tired of it. Even though
it was boring.
I mean, I don't know. I might go back to it again, but I mean, it just, I don't know. It's kind of like wasn't what I expected it to be, because I was like, I mean, I'm gonna harp back on it. Had BioWare done it to where they did like a Mass Effect game to where a point it was just like that, that would have been a lot better than what Skyrim was, because you had aliens that were known. You had the Sorry and all that. You had a planetary where it's like the universe is known. You had abilities that were known, like biotics and all that. You could like add that into the game, and that would have been like a million times better than what Starfield was, in my opinion. But Skyrim, I don't know. Hopefully, it does well, because I mean, they've been like striking out left and right.
Is the answer to do less AAA games? Because everybody seems to be chasing the dragon and trying to replicate it.
I think it is. I think less is more.
See that?
If you decide to like put all your eggs in one AAA game, spend the money and put the whole money on one AAA game per year, I think. No, I take it back. Not per year, maybe like 2 years. 2 years out, and just like do the DLC build on top of the game or whatnot. I think you would have a game that could last longer than what you would normally. Because, taking point, I played Tom Clancy's Division 2.
Yeah.
This game is damn near reaching 7 years. And they've built on top of it. Each season has come out with more intrigue and lore into the game, where it's like this season that just dropped, they went back to Brooklyn. So we did the whole Brooklyn season and all that. This one coming out is going to be, we're going to have to fight the combined of the three factions, and then chase the manhunt for the entire season. And each season that comes out, you get new weapons, new gear, and more story into the game. So I guess so basically, what I'm thinking, it's like if a AAA game decides to do it like you said, just like less is more. One, just put all the eggs in one game. Try and make it to where it's like one of the games that you can play, like Darren's doing, Binding of Isaac, Division.
Say hello to your nephew.
Oh, hey Grayson. I know you watching. Why you still? Well, you ain't in school yet, so.
Right?
Yeah, so,
Get him more chances. He's his last weekend of freedom.
Okay, man. All right, but no, also like Destiny 2. Destiny 2 still that's still going on. Those games like that have like seasons. They have like stories. They have. I think if a game has great lore, great story behind it, you could definitely do. You can have a game to where it's still going for a good 10, 12 years.
Case in point, one of the biggest disappointments to me personally is that Spider-Man 2 did not have a single DLC. After the original Spider-Man had, I think it had 2 DLCs.
I thought it was 3.
It had City Never Sleeps, and then it had the what was the other one? There was 2.
Was it the Black Cat?
It was a Black Cat one, and it was the City Never Sleeps, which is the Hammerhead one.
Oh yeah, Hammerhead,
right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then the one where basically Yuri kind of turned and went bad, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was great. Why didn't Spider-Man 2 have any of that?
I was actually, because I could have sworn they were in talks of doing a DLC with Miles.
Yeah, as the main Spider-Man.
Yeah, as the main Spider-Man. But I thought it was like they were leaning towards the Carnage, unless they're doing it in the next game. That's the only thing I could think of why they haven't pulled the trigger.
Right. It's got to be that, but that's just so disappointing. You have this game that was doing gangbusters and everybody was excited, and then you don't do a DLC. So again, the like you said, dropping new chapters and different parts of the story for a game that you could just keep living, forever or not forever, but keep doing more and more and more and more and more with, just appeals to me, especially a game like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Or even a game like Batman. Like the Arkham games, they could have parsed out. They didn't have to put all of his villains in the game. All at one time.
I mean, they did.
They did, but they didn't have to.
But yeah, with the last one, they did that whole was it Infamy something? I forget the name of it. It was like a DLC where they added I think it was like 3 more villains. They added the Ra's al Ghul, Mr. Freeze, and I think Mad Hatter.
Mm-hmm.
They added those into the game where you had to like track them down, and
I thought they were that wasn't part of the original game.
No, they were added. They were added. No, I said Killer Croc too. There was like 4.
Mm-hmm.
So they added those into the game, and then you had to like track them down, and then bring them back to that little small.
Mm-hmm.
It's like why do they have all the villains in one fucking spot?
Right.
In fucking GCPD. I digress.
Yeah.
But that was like the DLC that came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also added on like the DLC with like Batgirl, Nightwing, and all that.
Those
Those were really short.
Yeah,
those
after
were like
Batman had died.
yeah, that was like really short though.
Yeah,
but it was all right. But again, like sometimes you I would have done it like you would said, like release one villain per like instead of just like
make it
like,
chapters, man.
Yeah, it's like just blow your load on one on like the whole thing. It's like
pause, bro. Pause.
Okay.
Pause. Blow your load. Just
they did though.
Pause.
Anyways,
I hear you. No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I think that could be an answer for AAA games. Like literally stop putting all your eggs in one basket. Let's parse it out. Because again, like you said, bringing it back to Concord, you put all your eggs in one basket on the AAA game, and that shit fails. Then all of a sudden you're out of business. You're done.
well, that's what happened to the company.
Which company makes Division?
Was that Ubisoft?
Yeah, Massive.
Massive is the developer.
Yeah, developer
Okay,
Ubisoft, and
But
of course we know what happened with Massive with that Star Wars game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And I think that's
still want to play
I think
that.
that's
though.
part of the reason why you can't develop to one particular game and put all your, like you said, all your hopes on that, because if it fails, you're done. Ubisoft can afford to, basically part out to a whole bunch of different developers and have them make stuff. But it's like if you're just one of your own developers trying to make something new, a AAA title, and putting all that money into it, it better hit. Otherwise, you're probably not going to be a company any longer.
yeah, he has a point with No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky is doing it. It's going on for,
I
for 10
asked you
years.
a question. I was asking. I'm sorry, I need to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But GQ, the same question, like what Kishiro said about AAA games. What are your thoughts on that? But more in depth, like, do you think that is it a problem where you have to like constantly release AAA games to actually make bank, or is it just like if you can like take your time, put your eggs in one basket into one game, and then see if you can, for the foreseeable future, continue with that particular game?
I think it can be done, but everybody's trying to do it the same way.
Yeah.
And that's what the problem is. Fortnite came out and changed the game
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to basically being a free game where everything that you want that's fun, you have to pay for. Fortnite basically is the most successful non-mobile game.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what it is. Fortnite is the mobile model taken to the extreme across every single platform you can imagine. And they got kids hooked and emptying out bank accounts and all that other crazy stuff.
Man.
And it works. Unfortunately, everybody wants to do that, and they can't, because Fortnite is the only one that's been able to do it successfully. They tried to do it with Overwatch. They tried to do it with a couple of other titles, and it just does not work. You're not Fortnite. Fortnite's the one that's going to get to do that. I think Roblox, I've never played it. I don't have kids. Is probably the next thing that's doing that. And then Minecraft is always going to be one of that's there for the creatives and all that. They like to just do all that fun stuff. Not everybody's going to get that game. You're just not. Marcus Pryor, 100% right. MK Pryor, excuse me. God of War is a great example of taking the time. Again, that's first party though. That's Sony's first party. They've got nothing but time and money.
Yeah,
and that's not their only game.
And plus, you're banking, and you're using lore from Greek mythology, and that's like always a popular like genre to like make a game after.
Yep. Yeah, they even kicked it over to Norse mythology for the next, next
Right.
2 games that they did. So there's a lot that can be said of that. One last question I have for MK Pryor. He says he's not a fan of GTA, even though he sees that it's kind of like the template. Why aren't you a fan of that? Out of curiosity, just curious to know.
I knew I wasn't. Well, I shouldn't even say I wasn't. It's not that I wasn't a fan of GTA. It's like I knew I had young kids, so I wasn't gonna, have it in the house at the same time. Like that part is over.
That makes sense.
Like, yeah, like when Tristan turned 17, he was playing GTA with his friends. So it was like, but he was of age by then, so like I didn't really care. King Takeem is right. We didn't talk about it, but that Lego Batman is a day one. That Lego Batman, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. 100%. It does make you wonder, because most of those Lego games have been multiplayer. Like you can play 2-player with them.
Mm-hmm.
So is there going to be a Robin in this game, or
I don't know.
All right, MK Pryor has answered your question.
Okay.
He said it just never interested me. I've even played them on my brother's system because I don't want it on mine.
Okay, that's fair.
Never interested.
No, it's again. I get it. Some people just don't like the idea of what essentially is a crime simulator. There is yes, you can play as you can steal a police car and do vigilante missions. You can steal a fire truck and do fire missions. You can steal a cab and do cab missions. You can play GTA and not kill anybody if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that guy. Like I'm never ever
Right.
going to be. You give me a game where I literally can have a star counter to kind of show just how dangerous my character is getting. I'm going to fill up that star counter as many times as I can.
Here's what I would love to see with GTA. Could you go from being a low-level hood to being a kingpin?
Yeah, you do that in every game, basically.
There's the riches.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Like where you're basically controlling like men and stuff like that?
It's
too?
not so much that, but
That's the part I meant.
oh well, that was for me. That was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed 2. All of the Assassin's Creed 2s, all 3 of them, which is silly to say, were good. Assassin's Creed 2 was an improvement over the first one because you could fall in the water and not die. You could actually swim.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how Altair went. It's like you're a master assassin, but you can't swim.
Yeah.
But Assassin's Creed 2 perfected it when they came out with the Brotherhood. Essentially, that wasn't even a DLC. That was a whole other game. But Brotherhood let you build up a team of assassins. So you literally could be walking down the street and targeting different people and just put your hand up. Dudes would come in, hidden blade, boom.
Oh, that's
assassinate,
cool.
Kill, run off.
That's
back
cool as hell.
blend into the crowd. So like I got to the point where I had I think a team of 4 assassins that was always with me. So I was just like, okay. And once you get to a point, like I think most of the Assassin's Creed, I don't know if they've done it with the newer ones because I haven't played them. Once you beat the game, killing whoever you want doesn't desync, doesn't break the memory. So basically, game over you. So I was just like, oh well, random people about to get got.
That would be actually pretty interesting in GTA if you could like build a crew that you could do jobs
I'm pretty
with.
sure that's always been the thing with online. That's why that online has prevailed for so long.
Okay.
You literally build crews with real people.
Right.
Yeah, I think there was one season where you had to put the crew together to actually do a bank heist.
Yeah.
But it was like real people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
With
like-
an
yeah,
team
you
of
had to,
actual
like-
people.
Yeah, you had
Okay.
to like get a crew together
Yeah.
online to like do the
okay.
heist though.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
I
Well,
appreciate the bits once again.
Yeah, I did, and that's actually how we're gonna have to close out the show. We're a little bit over time. We thank you all for joining us this week on Culture Junkies Live. Next week, come back. The fellas should be back with us, so it'll be a 5-man crew again, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Until then, hope you enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Have a whole bunch of barbecue ribs and burgers and dogs and stuff like
Labor Day's
that.
coming up.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Labor Day is coming up. Also,
Whatever.
speaking of Labor Day this weekend, we are going to be at OzokuCon. This is in Port Huron, Michigan. We'll be here on Saturday, so make sure you come through and see us if you're in Michigan. It's an anime convention. There's going to be a bunch of really cool interactions with some famous voice actors from Naruto, Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, they'll all be out there. One Piece. So make sure you come out and you hang out and kind of join us there. We'll actually probably do some man on the street interviews and maybe show some stuff.
You're only inviting people from Michigan? What about people from Ohio?
I mean, people that from
Canada?
Ohio. If you can get to Port Huron, get there.
There's a lot of ways to get to Ohio. Can come here. Canada, New York.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you can get to Port Huron, get there. We would love to see you this weekend.
Absolutely.
Go to azokucon.com for more information. We'll and get your passes. I think some of them are already sold out, but some really, really cool swag will be waiting for you if you actually get one of the special passes. Anyway, that is our push for the day. Thank you guys for being on the show with us today. I'm Kenshiro. This is GQ and Simon Says. Until next week, see you later. Peace out.